144. Let's see. 149. 149 drawers out. 149 drawers out. You got the oh 380, oh 335. Okay, combinations. Come on, guys. I jumped up here. Shout out to Louisiana, man. Louisiana do need some help. Just jumped up here because first of all, the comment section. I guess nobody can use it. We're still waiting on YouTube to figure out what they want to do. You said it good this time, bro. Do what you wanted, what they want to do. But this is Louisiana. These are your V track numbers, and as you can see, here are your overdue numbers. These are overdue numbers in Louisiana. Go ahead and get you a piece of paper, man, and write these numbers down. Um, here are your numbers, evening drawings. These are actually your V-track numbers. We know what V-track numbers are. If you don't know, 245 is a V-track number. So normally, sometimes, when you're doing your rundowns, how you're doing your rundowns, you might constantly see a number. That's why sometimes when I see 245 in the Malungo's magic window, I don't overlook it. I take it as 5421 because the one is always next to it. But if you confused about your V-track numbers, say if you're doing your rundowns, 317, 369, the 269, down that fine, what did the record for me one more time? Low, get low, get low. All that stuff, right? But you're looking at 245. You keep looking, and you like, damn it, man, 245 just keep popping up in my rundown. Here are all of the combinations to 245. Calm down, DC. I saw it already. You don't have to start slobbing out the mouth. I know. It happens. It happens. Somebody do me a favor and give me a thumbs up, please. So 245, right, is a V-track number. Here are the combinations. If it makes any sense, 134, 139, 480, 448, 189, 340, so forth and so forth. So in DC, just say we constantly was getting the 369 stuff. You remember that the other day, 369, 369. That's why I always say you got to get to know your numbers. We're clearly looking at 369, and I know people shaking their head, swinging, getting tired, cussing everybody out. That's why I always say, man, take what your state is giving you, because I always say the number is asking for attention. Now, it might don't happen everywhere, but there are your combinations, right? So we just had 139 in DC, and I'm sure DC done wiped out all of these combinations by now. So, again, screenshot this whenever you see it, right? Whenever you see 245, if you keep seeing it in your rundown, you do know 245 is affiliated with 134, 139, 148, and stuff like that. But we are in Louisiana right now. The numbers this lit up in red. Something was last drawn February the 13th, man. Before Valentine's Day, before all you fellas went out there and got broke. Some of y'all still crying now. I shouldn't have never bought you that. What is it? The Chloe. You wanted Chloe. You ain't even do this. Y'all probably still crying. Valentine's Day is here and gone, man, and y'all still crying. Shut up. Two, 149, 149 drawers out. That's some good smelling perfume too, man. Man, get your women some Chloe. They got a few versions of it. It smells so soft, man. 149, 213, 144. What's the V tracks to 144? 033. Shout out to Ohio, Maria. And do know that if your state had like a 30, 38, it's possible 14, 44 can hit your state. So, man, look, screenshot these numbers. If you can, go ahead and take this free ride. I'm just glad Let's Make a Billion. They're back up and running. Sort of like a drug, man. And I wasn't one of the ones, because I was like, I'm not going to throw my money on y'all. But a lot of people was actually reaching out to them, man, because like I said, this is a very serious tool to have if you're playing lottery. If you're playing lottery, this is a very good tool to have. This lottery post and whatever else abracadabra type of miracle stuff you might be doing that works. And then we also got, man, the very, very good Infamous. We got his tutorials that y'all probably won't ever see. I like to say I'm the only one that's the closest to Infamous right now. And I saw something in Virginia once again. Wow, man, a lot of 11, what was it again? 1128 again, right? So shout out to VA. Oh, man. So that's it. This is Louisiana, and that's what I be saying, guys. Um, in order for me to get up here, guys, you gotta make me want to work. I mean, like I said, I'm constantly remixing videos, as you can see. DC, we had 2048. That's that number I told everybody to watch out for, the 1st of June. And now it's July. It came out again. But thank God I've been had it in my archives. Hopefully nobody won't flag it and say, why are y'all pointing my page out? If the prediction 20748 came from off a Third Eyes Lottery page, how do you report it? And then they say, hey, Third Eye, just want you to know that we want to give other people a chance. How do you report something that's already established? And I'd be like, oh Lord, here we go again. Must be one of these obsessed well, it's not, must be one of these. It's just one. I can't even do Lisa Grace like that. She's a clean-hearted woman. If she wasn't, I probably would have been said something about her. But I could truly look at Lisa Grace. I could look at her profile. I could hear the calm and pleasant spiritual. Her demeanor sounds good. I don't have no smoke with her. And I don't, I mean, I guess I poke the bear instead of just shutting my mouth and letting these ladies do what they want to do. And I didn't mean no harm by it, though. I just said just play fair. But Lisa Grace is a good person. I remember sending her some money one time, and she was like, "What is this for?" I was like, "I'm remixing one of your videos." And I guess after we bump heads over the phone, holding the phone, uh, somehow a video that I remixed for GA got reported, and I was like, well, I guess she said, Negro, but I already gave you $40 though. So I don't know how that worked, but shout out to her. She's a pleasant woman, and I asked y'all to go to her page if you looking for any numbers in GA. She do know what she is doing. However she getting her numbers. Many might say, bro, you got to stop assuming. Well, it's kind of weird, I mean, but it is what it is. But this is Louisiana. I want you to check your numbers out. Those are your V-Track numbers. And again, guys, good afternoon. I hope everyone is having a good day. See, I can pull up anybody's state. These are all the states. We can look at the numbers. We can determine what's out. Miscellaneous. I like this. The miscellaneous attributes. I like this. This is what I do, like the even odd, high, low, inside out, spike throughs. I'm gonna go with spike throughs for DC. Y'all do know what spike throughs are. Let's hit DC for spike throughs. I like spike through numbers, man. They're cool. It's not but too many you can get, right? It's not but too many that you can get. And I wanted spike throughs, guys, but we'll take the V-Tracks. This is in DC. V-Track 122 is 53 draws out. You know your V-Tracks for 122. That's easy money. 011, 610s, 606s, and so forth, right? That's easy money. I want to spike throughs, man. Whoa, this is something that we need to consider. Whatever this is right here, always, this looks good off the break. Come on and give me a thumbs up, man. 6 of y'all in here is watching, man. Just give me a thumbs up. You don't like me, take your middle finger and thumbs me up. That's all you got to do, man. That's all. 6. You don't know what you're doing. This is a lottery page. I'm not showing no new shoes right now. Give me to next week. Maybe I'll have a new pair of shoes that I can show y'all. I got 3 right now that I haven't put on yet, and I don't even think I want to put them on. I've been kind of like down in spirit with tennis, man. I've been walking around the city looking at people, man. Many just... Oh, man. Oh, my God. I saw one guy today, and I didn't have no business pumping him up, though, but he made him a few dollars, and He was walking. He had his orange shoes on, and y'all already know where he came from. And he was like, "Man, life is good." He was doing a shallow thing with his wrist up in the air. I done made it. I got an AP, and I was like, "For real, Shawty, what you got AP?" He was like, "Man, life is good, man." And I ain't want to pull the phone out and put my man on blast, but he just made my day. And I'm looking down at him. And I'm like, damn, bro, that's for real. You got the AP? He like, yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, life is good, bro. You have a pair of gel shoes on, bro. Well, it wouldn't make a difference because, but bro, come on, bro. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, Slim ain't wrapped too tight, man. Slim ain't wrapped too tight, and he got his he walking up and down the street with his wrists up in the air. I got an AP. Life is good. Life is good. I'm like, oh my God, you got an AP, shorty? And he's like, man, yeah. I'm like, let me see it. He keep putting it up. Had enough sense not to really let me look at it, but I'm like, oh my God. Looking down at his shoes. I'm like, man, damn, bro. K2 really have uh did the black community in, man, here in the nation's capital, man. It really did, man. To me, if you can if you could remember, somebody who lunched out off some water, and you remember one of your loved ones having to go get some milk and pour down, but you witnessed all that, but the K2 really did a nasty job, man. It really did a nasty job. And I look it in the face, every week when I do. I know what it can do to a person, just because you saying that, man, it's a free high. I go to work, they test my urine. It don't come up in my urine, but man, it literally it tells you, man, don't consume. It tells you that it's potpourri though. It tells you. But it's the cheapest high. It rock you to sleep. But I kind of had I kind of had a ball though with my man, and I was like, "Here, son, take a few dollars with you, man." He's like, "Okay, I appreciate that, man. I got an AP," and he walked way down the street with his wrist in the air, saying he got an AP on. I said, "Oh my gosh, bro, what?" And miscellaneous, where we at? Overdue. So that's for I wanted to do some spike throughs. They not letting me hit it for some apparent reason. What else can we do? We'll hit lottery twos. We'll I'm so glad to be back on this stage again, man. I really didn't miss a beat, to be honest with you, because I had sense enough to remember half of this stuff. But that all states pyramid, that thing is off the chain. Now, who is this? Can't even pull up a state. Okay, give me somebody. Okay, so this DC. We going to see what's up with 1235 in DC, because of course, man, the whole world. If you was rocking with me on this page, man, everybody saw 1235, and we really going to look at it and just see what's going on with it, because we've been seeing it too much on the Malungo's Magic Window. And DC, we also had 6502. Don't forget, that's AKA 1101. I'm sure I had that somewhere in my archives too that I could remix, but I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, so let's look at some of these numbers, man. Overdue V tracks 155. The 1255. Just in case anybody want to see it, I'm trying to see what's up with this 1225. What's hidden behind that. Don't forget the states that had 0024. Don't forget 1025 can come. Don't forget that. And there's somebody where you can't leave it in the comments because they done YouTube done something. But let's 2555 1444 just in case in New York. So I want you to pay attention to this down in NYC. I know y'all been looking for 1444 for the longest time. Now, you might have to think outside the box. 1444, here are the combinations, right? 1444, 144, 1449, 1499. Pretty much anything with the one, triple nines, the 44 with the six, the 4469, that is a V track number, right? 1444, the V track to that number is 2555, right? So say if a state just had two triple fives, it's possible, yes, that 1444 could be around the corner. You're welcome. 1145, right? Somebody just had that, I believe. Here are all the combinations to that number. Because sometimes, you can be expecting a certain number, man. They just keep playing with you. They just keep playing with you. Here's 1124. 1124, pretty much they mirrored the 4 to the 9, and that's how it goes, right? 1120, I mean, 0024, what I'm saying, 1124, that's boy's son's birthday. I just saw boy the other day. I told boy to keep in 1124 in DC, and it came out at 11, I think 1130. Why am I thinking about his son so much, though? I don't know. Hope you're doing all right. 0024, 0024. V track to 1135. All right, so you might have to play that. Yeah, thinking about the young man. Let's get to the real deal, because I know everybody is in suspense. Let's go to the All States Pyramid and see what's going on for today. And let's see, man, did they drop those 4 sevens anywhere? Because don't forget, guys, they are still looming around, right? They're still looming around. Here's the All States Pyramid for today. We're working around 4s and 9s, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the digit numbers that you're supposed to use today. We let other ignorant people stay in the mud. And even though they might be doing their counting right, man, there are other ways that you can look at numbers. So we'll leave them stuck in the mud just a little bit. Just a little bit. So what do we have in here today? It looks slim because we just have a 9 and a 4 way up top, and they're not giving us nothing else to work with. So what would you suggest, Third Eye, since you know everything? It seems like 4 2s have been on this all states pyramid for a minute, right? For like 2 or 3 days, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. It's not 2 or 3 days, bro. You showed us this probably June. You prepped us for July and June. You didn't have this in the past few days, bro. Back it up just a little bit. Stop shaking, bro. You're shaking the dice just a little bit. You didn't have it, brother. You just told us you didn't have it. So how can you? Well, I already prepped y'all before I lost the membership. I mean, before lottery, Let's Make a Billion shut down. And shout out to them, because I know it took a lot for them to get their page back up and going. That's why I'm saying, man, somebody, man, I know it's a genius out here somewhere. I'm sorry, these peoples are cleaning up. So today, we working around 9s and 4s. What does it look like? To be honest, if we're working around 9s and 4s, we don't really have too much to go off of. We have 2025 way up top. It's seeming like 4 2s will rock somebody the way it's set up. 4 2s just lighten up all the way from here to there, all the way there. 4 2s is a sum of 8. What are we living off of today? Today is the 12th, so 2 7 5s and 9s today. We jump up tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 13th. 3 8 zeros and 6s, right? So you gotta play 4 2s, right? You gotta play 4 2s, because tomorrow is 3806s. Underneath yesterday was the 11th. We still had an 8, right? So we still had an 8. So always consider those two singular numbers. If you going up on the 13th, which is going to be a 3 8 0 and 6, and then you underneath, you still had an 8. The 8s was 1 8 6s and 4s, right? So we have a singular 8 tomorrow, and we still have a singular 8 underneath. You gotta watch 4 2s. Normally, I say when the Mac Rib come, the commercial come, 4.2's coming, right? But I didn't see no Mac Rib commercial, so we ain't gonna go off of my intuition. It's just something that I'm tapped into, guys. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all something again. If you like 3720, you gotta play it. I had that gut feeling again today. I had that gut feeling again today. So if you like 37, and it's here, man, you can't get past it. It is here, 3720. You gotta play it. It's right here. But this look pretty slim. If somebody, if you, man, this one of the days, I don't know though, because we like they say, man, when you lay off, it pay off. So I'm not into all that, and respectfully, I'm not into all that, man. I'm like Mike, if we go down, Mike, what did you say? If I go down, I'm gonna go down swing, or did you say the Bulls, Mike? Because I don't think Mike probably say if we go down. Mike, not LeBron. He probably, Mike. He said if we go down, we're gonna go down swinging. I think Mike said if I go down, I'm gonna go down swinging. Damn, those some big shoes there. Jesus Christ. Somebody Google that and let me know. Did Mike say if I go down, I'm gonna go down swinging, or if we go down? Because damn, Mike, Jesus Christ, Mike. Because I know Amar Rashad just used to always get you, man. And who gonna take the last shot tonight? And Mike, I am. Chewing gum. Big old baggy slacks on that he still wear. Mike just, man, I don't know, man. Just Jesus Christ, man. It's just nothing like that guy, man. But yeah, tonight, I wouldn't slack off. I like 202. I done told the whole nation's capital to put it in. 202, we got to get it. I think it might come day in DC, because if you go to your statistics, man, we have been out for a long time with that 22 pair. We have been out in DC for a long time for a 04 pair. So if a 22 pair is out and a 04 pair is out, wouldn't one consider saying, well, let me just take this 0 from this 4 pair, the 04 pair, just go ahead and go 202? Wouldn't anybody consider that? So, that's it. That's the All States Pyramid. Let's go ahead and do anybody want to jump on tomorrow? God's willing, we all will be here if God's willing. Right? I don't think no gematria would tell anybody that. I don't think you can key in gematria numbers and stuff and say, hey, if I put my name in, would you tell me I would wake up tomorrow and answer that call? What? Man, tomorrow, man, we living off zeros and fives. I think tomorrow will be just a busy day in the lottery world because the whole board is lighting up. They're giving you what you want. Who's that? Give them what you want, Tony Blunt. Give them what you want. Yeah, okay, Tony Blunt. 1444, it might just pop tomorrow. Here it is, right up in here. How do they know already? Whoa, 50-50. I think that will be a factor. 50-50 will be a factor. That's the address, man. 50-50. We on the first. What was the house, man? On the corner, man. 50-50. Me and my homeboy used to go up there, man, going to Ribault Junior High School. A young lady by the name of Danielle. She lived right there on that corner house before you cross over. And we was just going over there, man, and we'll just go over there and just chill. No, type of weird stuff. Just, that was the thing back in junior high. For you just to say, man, I was over such and such house. You didn't have to go have no sex. It just was a thing. Man, I was over such and such house, man, and we'll go over there and we'll shoot the breeze, right? And she was cool, man. Danielle was cool, man. We used to call her Holly Berry in school, right? She was real short, good individual, man. And then, and shout out to my man Ken. Uh, Ken had, had some children by her, and shout out to Ken, man, nice, a cool guy by way of DC as well. If you know him, you know him. So one day, me and my boy, we up there, and I think they came up there. It was Kent, Blow, and it was somebody else. And it wasn't no static or nothing like that. It was just like hey, what's up, Slim? But I guess they was looking like, what the hell they doing up here? We got LS 400s outside pulling up, and we got on all the North Face gear. What is they doing in here? But we, respectfully, that's what neighborhood guys do when, it's none of that. What hey man, you see these gentlemen, they pulling up, man. It's time for y'all to roll. All right, we'll see y'all in school tomorrow. So that's how that went. But 50/50, that's the address uptown. I think it's a tire shop now. It used to be a gas station on a corner, right? So watch 50/50, everyone. You can bring it in tonight if you want to, or if you say two again, bro, two, you still sounding like B-more, bro. Go ahead and tell the people you're from B-more. So 05s, right? Tomorrow, working around zeros and fives. I'm still saying watch out for 34, 31. Me and Infamous talked about that yesterday as well. That number might hit. You never know, because it's there a few times if you're working it right. 34, 31, right? A sum of 11. So that might just be a good number for everyone to play. And I mean, that's it, man. Yeah, we had some good times. We was just talking about that yesterday. Matter of fact, it was Friday and we was talking, because he be reminding me, and he had went to Coolidge, and he went to Coolidge. I left Remote and I went to Roosevelt. He went to Coolidge, and we was talking about something, talking about a good guy by the name of Nick, man, by way of Morton Street as well. And I was like, Slim, why I always thought Nick was super old? And he was like, nah, man, Nick was like, he was, when we was probably in junior high, he said, man, Nick was already in Coolidge, probably in the 10th or the 11th grade. He was like, you don't remember Slim used to come pick us up like lunchtime? And I used to be like, but why? I used to always think he was so old. And we was talking, and I was reminded about one of my he was another man buddy of mine. He was the smartest guy, and we was talking about him. And this was one of the guys who used to say, man, son, you be lunching, like, why you don't never go to class? But he'll be laughing at me, because I'll be in class. He'll be in class studying. I'm walking in the hall, and he used to be like, man, you ain't gonna go to class or nothing. His name was James Hunter, man. James, he was smart. James made money. James could play basketball. He had the deadliest three-pointer one would have ever known, right? And we was talking about it. He was like, yeah, James Hunt. I said, yeah, you remember? I said, James had the act up Coolidge, huh? He was like, yeah, man, James used to come to school with the act, man, shoes untied. And I and I used to laugh. I say, Slim, that just was us. I don't know what it was about. And we was talking. And I was like, man, well, I knew what happened to him. Of course, he got murdered, right? And but I was like, how the hell did he get on the northeast side? He was like, nah, James was cool with somebody on that side. And, he went over northeast, man, and he beat somebody for 10,000 one-on-one. And you know how it went. right? And I said, damn. And we was talking, and he was like, man, you know, James probably would have been in the NBA. I said, yeah, James was smart. James had the grades, and it was, I think James was probably in the 12th grade. You know, he was in the 12th grade, and I remember him having, an act coupe, because I pulled up on him one day, and he said, where did I see James at? I seen James like on the back of Water Street, because my folks had a two-tone act four-door sedan. I think it was probably like a 90, you know, it was that red color with that two-tone goldish and brown. So he was like, Slim, that's you. I said, nah, this is his car. But I'm always driving the bro. As you can see, he over there laid out cold, you know. And I was like, Slim, this, and he had I think James had a silver Act coupe. Two-door, pretty, rims dipped and everything. And to be honest, the car wasn't that old, because you got to remember, I think 90 Act coupes came out. Give me a second. I think 90 Act coupes came out. The 90 body, the 90 body came out. 90 Acura coupes came out when people were still driving 87s. If I'm not mistaken, let's just pull it up and see. And it wasn't like the year was far off, for, you know, because we used to always get caught up on, oh man, what year is that? That's James had one of these. I think it was actually the same color. James had one of these. I think these are 90s. The four-door my folks had was a four-door, two-tone four-door. But 91 came with the, you know, with the light, the bubble light in the back. So you figure James had one of those. And again, don't forget, he was in high school. These was the 91s, because I remember when these first came out, somebody grabbed one and was just floating around town with it. You know, you could catch them pushing it, and got one of these, played with it for a minute, and got up out of there. When somebody used to ride up on him, he'd say, nah, this is my mother car, you know, and, you know, this was this color right here. Yeah, so James had one of those, man, and I mean, high school, man, high school, and that's what happened. And we was just talking about it. And I was like, man, damn, man, that's crazy, man, because I just know Slim would have made it to the NBA. He had the grades, he was smart, he had the memes, he had the money. But how you got over Northeast, bro, nobody probably would never know. I mean, during that time, you know, what shit, during that time in the 90s, like that, I don't think, I wouldn't say nobody didn't have 10,000 to play you for, but I don't think nobody really was into ball like that, you know. Now, if you would ask somebody about some dice, they would have told you, you coming to Park View or something, or, you know, if you was shooting dice or something, you know, you coming around back. But just to play basketball, I don't think nobody was taking it serious. But you did have some basketball games. Greg Jones, Steve Francis. I'm sure y'all probably heard the story. It's a quiet story. Many wouldn't know because they probably wasn't never there, right? So yeah, so you know, man, DC have some history, man. You know, some good, some bad, but people just got to get these stories right. You know, I mean, if they choose to or choose not to, you know, because who cares at this point at 2026, man? I mean, it is what it is. But this is for tomorrow, triple zeros, 100, 200, 700. Tomorrow, somebody will be having a good day. I like 1022 for tomorrow. If you like 1222, you still should play it. But that already came out. Who's to say that it won't come out again? But these numbers, and if you like some pick fives, man, come on down here. I just hope, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna just hit somebody cash out one time, and you gonna know if I hit a pick five. You gonna know, cause I'm gonna just drop it on somebody. Like the first person that comes to mind, I'm gonna drop it, and that's all I'm gonna do, man. And y'all could just reach back like, "What, bro? What happened?" I'm gonna be like, "I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing." So tomorrow we're gonna stay on top of this stuff. This is what I do miss. Oh man, damn. Okay, Ohio. Wait, Ohio, what? Ohio, today is the 12th. Okay, so Ohio, you had 772. V-track to that number is triple threes. Okay, so we're gonna go back to last year. We need some 2025s up in here. You can jump on this. Michigan picked three last year. This time you had 700. V-track, of course, 113. New York, you had 072. Really, New York? V-Track 133. So sometimes you could play these numbers. They came out last year about this time. That was my man James, man. He used to be like, damn, but son, where you get them torsions from though, man? I used to be like, I don't, where the hell we used to get? Oh, we used to get torsions from actually the Adidas shop. Everybody should know University of MD. They had the best Adidas torsions ever. The best Adidas torsions ever. I'm trying to tell you, man. So South Carolina, you had 107, 123 V-track. Whoever had 022 buckle down on 1333. Pick four, that was Arizona. I was looking for a pair of those, man. They costing a pretty penny too now. I think I spotted some for 340. It's nothing like a pair of Adidas torsions, man. I'm trying to tell you, the colors was always off the chain. That's when everybody was going to the Madness shop. You had to go see Madness, man. If you had any colorful shoes, you had to go see them, man. Ed and Ty, they had what you wanted. Back when I used to be on social media, because I went to school with Ed, brother, man, Rick Outlaw, and I think that's his little brother, if I'm not mistaken, Rick. Somebody had 1010 last year, Illinois. And I used to say, I always would leave it in a comment. When are y'all gonna get that Indian spray back? When you used to go in the Madness shop on the opposite side of the street, man, when you walk into the Madness shop, that's all you would smell was like that blessed Indian spray oil. I can't find it. Somebody said it was at Target, but they just had an incense, right? But that's all you smelt in the Madness. And as a little young guy walking from New Hampshire Avenue to the Madness and just looking at Ed and Ty, they like pioneers, man. Still had youth to them, right? And shout out to Ty, cause during COVID, man, he put up a good fight. He's back. He's bouncing around. It couldn't do nothing with him. Still looking fly. I mean, so we honor those guys, man. That we can still look at, who opened up a lot of doors for other clothing brands, museums, shooters, and all the other stuff, man. So we are ones and stuff like that, man. Square, shout out to Jesse. That used to be my guy, Jesse. If you could remember, he was on Georgia Avenue as well. He had his boutique. Jesse was like the smoothest dressing guy. I don't know, one day it was Georgia Avenue. Jesse had an 850, right? A BMW. He decided to jump on the roof and start dancing like Michael Jackson with a pair of penny loafers on. And people just stopped in the middle of the street, clapping him up. And I was like, oh my God, Jesse, man. Real cool guy. Left so early. God knows where he would have been at now with his clothing line, because he had some fire too with his gear, man. And man, that's the madness, man. Just opened many doors, man. To even now, you can't forget about Eat. That guy. The young man. When he dropped his apparel, man, he just took DC. Man, he just that's all you saw. Eat, and still to this day, you know, um, he have him a brand, and still to this day. So I'm excited about tomorrow. I'm excited about today. I'm excited about you, man. Let's continue to go up. I'm no lottery guru, guys, and if I lashed out because my buddy reached out to me and said, "I'm sorry, I saw your live, and was you talk?" I said, "Well, yes, you were one of them." And because I'm not going to never sugarcoat it. I just said I'm better than $10, man. And I mean, because this software alone, guys, y'all know how much it costs. Y'all know how much it costs, and I was just saying, just don't take it to heart. You know, and even you're better than something. You looking around, and your spouse give you, here, put this in your pocket, and you happen to look, and it's $20, and you're like, what the fuck, what I'm doing with this? You be the first one to throw it back on the ground, or you'll rip it. I remember one day hanging with one of my folks. He had to owe somebody some money. Somebody said, "You got that?" "Hey, man, why you keep pressing me, man?" He took the money, ripped the money up, and threw it in his face. My uncle, he grabbed the money. He said, "Man, shit, man, I'm gonna go get me some tape, and I'm gonna tape this back up." I said, "This goddamn, y'all just ripping up money, and you just rips it up and you throw it. Who did you hurt? You still gotta pay. You ripped your money up. This is not a check, bro. You ripped your money up." The man just asked you, "Hey, son, you got that, son?" That's all. "Man, I'm getting tired of you. You keep pressing me." You take your money out your pocket, and you just ripped it up, threw it at him. And my uncle, he grabs it, "Man, shit, I'm gonna tape this set. Shit." But man, you better than that. So that's all I was saying, guys. Don't never think, if I'm saying something and me and you just had some interaction, either you could just say, "Man, well, you could, bro, I don't appreciate that. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just saying how I feel." Today, I believe I probably passed out fooling with my man with the AP, walking around up and down with his hand in the air, showing his wrist with the orange decks on. I believe I probably gave him $8. I gave someone $40 today, right? So what can I do with a dollar? I mean, $10. You can do something with it. I bet you if your ass was hungry enough, you'll be thankful for that $10. You'll go get you a nice a hot dog. But where you getting a hot dog from? You walking to 7-Eleven? You're damn sure not getting one from Ben's Chili Bowl for $10. So where are you going with it? Where you getting a hot dog from? Can you get a big gulp with that? I don't drink soda. Not like that. I'll have a ginger ale every now and then. Like Bernard Hopkins, sometimes I will treat myself to a nice Amish cheesecake after I won the fight with Winky Wright. Shout out to Winky Wright, by way of what, y'all? Potomac Gardens. Y'all remember Winky? And I would have a cheesecake. It'd have to be Amish, but shout out to the executioner, man. I love Bernard Hopkins, man. Who got Bernard out of there? Calzaghe. Was it Calzaghe? I think Calzaghe. I think. I almost want to say Jermaine Taylor though. I ain't gonna lie to you, Bernard. You know Jermaine Taylor just like gave it to you though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. What's up with Jermaine Taylor though? But that's it, guys. Share the page out with a friend, man. Health is wealth. Whatever you do, stay out the way. Look for better things. And just like I told my cousin today, he was like, "Man, I should have played that number. You fast." I said, "Cuz you can't play all the numbers, cuz you was not playing 517." Till I said something. One of our uncle birthdays. I was like, "No, you know, Uncle birthday, July the 15th." He's like, "Man, how you be doing?" I'd be like, "Man, numbers." And first thing, man, I should have played. I say, "Cuz, can I ask you a question, cuz? Was you playing 517 before we said something?" Nah, but I could have, cuz that's not your number. You wasn't playing it. We're here in Maryland. I like to look at this. All right, it's the first time we ooh. Wow. Okay, guys, don't forget the states with the 90s. Don't forget the quads now. I'm trying to tell y'all, it looked like a quad might pop off of this 1089. I'm not a fan of a quad. I don't talk about them too much. It's like a needle in a haystack. So y'all know how I feel about them. Look at all these 90s. Look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. Just need some time to get away now. 011. Okay, so we had a winner at 011 at MD. Let's look at MD. Where we're going with this. 1 bring you 15. Oh shit. I didn't even see it. Wow. 15s bring you 22s. 22s bring you 15s. I was going to say 715, but there it is right there. How can you say it? Can you reduce it? Can you count back down? Not the way I'm counting. I don't. God damn it, man. Anybody feeling froggy? Don't forget, whenever you see 11 pair, go 04. Here's an O here, so we had to have a singular 4. Anybody want to bet something soft on a singular 4? I bet you 50 on a singular 4. You try and win your money back. You gay, baby girl. Yes, I am. Why not? Shit, why not? A singular 4 in MD. This is my first time. All odds, 517. Don't forget all odds. Damn. All odds, what it do for you? All odds brings on a triple or a 1-1 pair. Is that right? Those are lottery rules, right? Singular 4, 011. Don't forget 15s. You had to have a 22 pair. Let's go and look at MD. Let's look. Had to have a 22 pair. We scroll down in July. All right, we're going to go to July. Had to have a 22 pair. Did they or did they not? No, they haven't. Well, if they didn't, they need to be playing a 22 pair, because a lot of 15s, don't forget, whenever you see a singular 6, too late. Here's a singular 6, bring a 44. There's the 44. What are we waiting on? As Steve Kerr say. 55, 60. 55, 60. 55, 60. It's not working. 50s, 55s. It did work. 55s, 50 here. They don't have to be in that order. Just consider it. 55s, 50. 55s, 60. Let's see. Let's run it. Let's run it. 55s, 60. Single with me. 55s, 60. Single with me. 55s, 60. 55s, single with me. 60. 55s, 55s, 60. Single with me. 55s, 60. Single with me. It's not happening, brother. 55s, 60. Single with me? No. It went dry on you, bro. I don't think it worked, brother. Oh, man, this is the second time 101. No, bro, let's get back to the 55, 60s. Don't switch the conversation, bro. But 101 again, guys. Hold on. We'll find it. Single with me. 55s, 60s. 55s, 60s. Single with me. 55s, 60s. 55, 60. So there it is. Let me know if anybody's singing the tune, guys. Let me know. All right, so that is for MD. Let's look at some lottery rules. I know somebody might want to screenshot this. Where are your lottery rules? Lottery winning strategies. That's what they are. What are we living off of right now? You should all screenshot this now. This is something totally different. This is not what y'all hear me singing. These are lottery rules, right? These are some come ups, man. It says make doubles out of last night's drawing with just number zero. So what does that mean? Day to day and night to night. If your state had a number zero in it, I think you could just go 00, 001 or 02 if your state had a zero. Pair 01 usually brings pair 3 2. Pair 01 usually brings 2 8. So say if you had 8 2 3 in your state, right? If you had 8 2 3 in your state, move that other 2, cover it up by the 3. You know 01 is, pretty much coming, right? See, sometimes you gotta, combine these numbers together. Here it is, pair 11 brings series, and often the pair, we was just talking about that. So therefore, whenever you have like 110, just play a series. Let's go right back to MD and see, do it work? Because sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It says you do know what series are numbers like this. Play a 1-1 pair, like 5 7 6 4 5 6. Just play a 1-1 pair. What 1-1 pair gonna come out? I don't know. Run it out, because you're gonna stumble across triple ones. So if you notice your state had triple ones, it's possible for you to play, a number with a series in it. All you got to do is just read, man, and comprehend. This stuff not about nothing. We just talked about 823. Okay, I saw 823, May the 4th. Should I play a 01 pair, 01 through 09 if I had that money? Here's 823. Where is the 01? 01 is right here. Would you would have won? I don't know. Would you would have been throwing a pen, pencil? I don't know. That would have been on you. You just use lottery rules. You can use lottery rules. God damn it, MD. You running the hell out of 110, aren't you? Hold on, man. Hold. All right, April the 9th, 110 came out. We already know a 1-1 pair, they had to have a series, right? Okay. They was close, 5 7 8, but just by according to what they were saying, that a series had to come. Here's another 1-1 pair. They mentioned O's or 1-1. So here's damn, 6 5 7 night, midday, 116 night. So it does work. So if you just hopping off the porch and you know how to comprehend, I advise you to study this. This is the money getter. I switch it up. I think outside the box. Pair 44 often brings the number 6. That's why I always say if you see a 6, run a 44 pair. Pair 47 often triggers doubles, right? So what does that mean? If you see a 47, it's doubles coming galore. Let's run that. Make sure you just go back and run that stuff, guys, before you go jumping out there. Just go back to your state and see what it's doing. Right? What did it say? What did it say? Let's see. 47 often triggers doubles. What doubles? I don't know. We just know 47 brings the noise. Damn, you bring the noise, Trump. You're 47. Do you bring doubles, Trump? You're 47, Trump. Do you bring the noise? Wow. 47s, or do it vice versa if you want to. Damn it, I just used it. I hate that word. I don't like to use it no more. 229, that's a double. Run a 47 pair. Cleaned it up. All right. It doesn't say how many times you're supposed to do it. I just guess keep your foot or your feet on the pedal. Don't let off. They keep giving you 47s. They keep giving you doubles. You know you are in the midst of a 47. We like to say after the double play 348, right? We like to say that, right? So let's go here. There's some 47s, right? There's a double. Run a 47. So you pretty much could just drink. The lottery is basically draining us, but thank God, let's make a billion. They is showing us what's going on. Because I know a lot of people saying, man, why are we getting so many doubles? Blame it on 47. You, Trump. Damn, that's true. Look at all this. Look at all these doubles. 47s galore. So yeah, Trump, blame it on you. I might use that slogan, I guess, before somebody take that. I might just use it before you know it. Trump brings doubles. Oh my God, for real, bro or sis. Trump brings doubles and pairs, and why did it say that, man? I know somebody laughing. Go ahead and give me the laughing emoji. I just know somebody laughed off that one. Go ahead and give it to me. I know you might be mad, but just go ahead and give it to me. Uh, any more doubles? So we'll stay on that for a minute. Here's a double. 646. Where's the 47 pair? 47 is here. Damn. So I would juice that all the way through. The minute I see a double, I'll play a 47 pair. If you playing front or back, you see a double, man, give me 47 up front or 47 in the back. It seemed like you're going to get a double. If you don't get a double, make a double come out. Since numbers, you can talk to them. Well, I haven't had a double in my state yet. Let me just play a 47. Maybe if I play a 47 pair, a double is going to come. Well, 47 here, 424 right there. I think I said that before too. Sometimes you got to talk to the numbers or make them do something like they do hear you, but I don't think numbers hear you. And let's go ahead and lead with MD. We want to go, I want to look at their statistics because somebody might be up here for MD that's lost. Half of y'all be lost, don't know what you're doing. You just like what you hear. And sometimes I don't blame you. You're not just going to tell me anything. No, I'm sorry. We're gonna hit more. And we're going to inspect, right? We're going to inspect the drawings, and we're just going to see what they've been doing in 60 days. And this might help us in MD. We're going to see what they've been doing in 60 days, and we just going to see what they've been doing. Inspect evening. Y'all gonna let me do it or no? Okay, so we inspect. What are they doing? These are the last since May the 13th. This is what MD's numbers are doing. If anybody's smart enough, right, y'all should be able to let me know where is MD going with these numbers. These are the last 60 days now. The last 60 days, they gave you 6 even numbers. Would you say they are on a low in the last 60 days? I would say so, right? We're gonna go here. We know about in and out numbers, in and out, in and ends, meaning 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The out numbers are, I'm sorry, because I said something wrong the other day. Out numbers consist of 0, 8, 9, hold on, out, 0, this is not right. Out numbers are 1, 0, 8, 9. Out, ends. Oh, wow. So hold on. If zeros is 1089 is out numbers is 4. Something, what is the 2 doing here? This out. Shouldn't this be with the end numbers, if I'm not mistaken? See? Shouldn't it? Okay, in, out. So is 2 out number? I always thought 2. Oh, this might be wrong. I don't know. But in 60 days, here are your sums. They hit you with 3 is missing. We already know 201 is missing, 300 is missing. We don't see a 3 here. Some 3 is not here. So that means that a sum of 3 should come in the evening. So it's clearly showing you right here. If you say, well, what's up with the zeros? I would say triple zeros, yes. But you don't have no sum of 3s. You don't have no sum of 4s. You don't have no sum of 5s. Did they run it all the way through 27? Wow. Sum 24. We know that's triple eights. We're not going to worry about that. If you like triple eights, you love it. Some 25s. You know, some 25s is 8 and 8 is 16, 9 and 9 is 18. So it's going to be something with a little bit change left on it. So that's going to hit you with a double. But I would go with something low. This is small, man. A sum of 3. So this is where you get your headache at. Because now you want to go look at your numbers. You're going to have to clean some stuff out, deflate it, put your filters on. Now, if you just want to play 300, that means if you bothering with this, if you just want to play 300, you're going to be playing an even, and an odd. You got to take all of this out. Watch this. Let's go to it. This is where the headache begins, right here. Many won't tell you that. Okay, so we're going to deflate the evening, last 60 days. We're going to deflate it, right? We're going to deflate all boxes. I guarantee you. Okay, here's the filter. We low on even. We taking even, odd out, even, odd. Oh, that's trouble because even. We can't get 300 with even. We need an even, odd, so we're gonna keep that. Can we get a 300 with 201? Even, 201, even, odd. So we're gonna keep these off. So we're looking for 300. A 300 should appear after we clean these numbers up. Sometimes you could just take the pairs off. This will be all day. This stuff is a headache. But this is where those real lottery gurus on lottery posts, this is what they do all day, probably for a living. Now, the combinations. Now, if we take off triples, we shouldn't, because if we're looking for the sum of 3 triple ones is that, right? So we might got to be careful with that. If we looking for singles, let's just take the double off, even though we have it how we want to see the 201, the sum of 3. We can, okay, where we still, where's the filters? Did I, okay, let's deflect. Let's just deflect. Did I already put the filters in? Of course, the 300 is going to be there. Okay, so we basically deflected the numbers and we took off, we target off the certain number style just to see was we going to get certain numbers. Like we know 201 is not but two ways it's not but a few initials that you can use. 201 is even, odd. So we had to keep even, odd, if you get me now. So when you deflating your numbers, when you do it, you see it, the filters, we had even, odd digits, even, and even, odd. So when you deflating your numbers, this is what they're going to tell you in MD, but this is what they saying that have not been out in the evening. So if we go to MD, we are looking for 201 because it clearly tells us. Now, if you want to be sure, and I got to get ready to go, if you want to be sure, now y'all trying to tell me this ain't worth maybe a few more coins, man. I don't think nobody getting up here doing this stuff. If they are, man, congrats to them, but I don't think nobody is getting up here doing this. Because half of them don't know how to illustrate nothing. Half of them don't know how to, well, country, you don't know because you be sounding a little weird too. I know, but at least I try, goddamn. I ain't just gonna get up here and flip notebooks and stuff. And half of the stuff y'all can't even understand, man. I know y'all can't. Some of y'all just can't do no better, man. So we gonna see when the last time 201 came out, 201, and we're gonna put 300 in. Maybe I could save somebody some money. We're gonna search it. We're gonna do the whole history of it, all the available history. We're gonna search MD, and now we're gonna see. Well, 300 came April the 21st. Who's to say that it won't come out? That's kind of like April, May, June, July. 210, April the 16th on a Thursday. 210 evening, March 5th, 2025. I will still give it a shot. I will still give it a shot. I mean, because that's what it's telling us. Then let's search some more because it'll give us some more. Maybe we'll stumble up in something in July. Who knows? 201 evening. It looked like it favors. Well, you have it on for evening, don't you, bro? Do you or no? That's why you're saying it in evening. Duh. So I would go for it. I would go for it. 201 tonight in MD. Why not? I mean, it's coming close. Because these are all of your numbers. This was your input. You could always deflate them, right? You could deflate the combinations in the box. You could deflate all box number combinations minus the box combinations, and then you could just deflate straight. Let's deflate straight. Let's hit the filters again. We'll go. Okay, so look. How does this work? Because this should be able to give you, and this is another thing. So we know we're looking for 201. We know we can't bother the 02, the 01. We know we can't bother the 00 pair. Because between these three pairs and this pair right here, we have to get that to see 201. We can't bother this, right? Because we're looking for 201. We could take this off. We don't need the 04. We don't need the 05. We don't need the 07. We don't need the 6. We don't need the 8. We don't need the 9 because we're looking for 201. All right. 22, do we need it? It's nothing that's going to give us 201 out of that. Take the 19, take the 18, take the 17, 16, take this, take that. Many might say, well, don't you need the 1? Not really. 201, we don't need the 23. We don't need the 36, the 55. We don't need this because this can't give us 201s. You like that already? I know somebody do. Look at you running already. Somebody is running like, oh, I got the ass now. I got him. I got him. I know somebody's saying, oh, I got him now. I know you do. That's all I was trying to tell you. Calm down, though. Calm down. You got to hit first. Calm down. Come on back. Watch some more. That's the problem now. You leave too early. Somebody right now slobbing out the mouth, ready. You can't tell them nothing now. They ready to go make their own page. And we're going to see. So we are very slim. We need all of these combos. All right, we need those. And what was that again? We don't need this. We don't need that. And let's just see what will it give us. That's not right. I don't think that came out right. Well, tire 6. Okay. Your list eliminated 60 combinations from the 4 set. It filtering 811 comment. Well, yeah, but damn, triple zeros. So I probably should have took the zeros out. I couldn't take the zeros out because if we need 1210, it has to be there. But we're looking for the sums of 3. So we so if we're looking for the sums of 3s, this pretty much still what it is. It took away, where's our 201? So we, all straights. Pairs included was 000, so you shouldn't need it 00. But you need a O. You need it. Well, you didn't need 2 zeros, bro. Who you talking to, bro? So you didn't, your pairs, you didn't need a 00. A 01, of course, you needed that. A 03, you didn't need a 03, bro. Why would you put that? 11. Well, I filtered them out. 13, 12, you didn't need pair. Okay. Because we're looking for 300. So I guess, man. And that's according to what they're saying in the past 60 days, guys. That's another thing you got to factor. That's what, their analytics is saying that they haven't been seeing in the past 3 days. And again, they upgrade this thing. What they said, they upgrade this like every 4.6 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if either that's accurate or I'm saying it right, but let's go and see. And I'm going to get out of MD because, I figure MD might need it. What's going on in MD right now this year? Number zero been drawn 54 times. MD, it already looked like we need triple fives. A lot of fives is in the drawings. Ooh, triple fives are MD drawings. I would think outside the boxes and play four fives. I would do that. Okay, so here are all your numbers. 59, 63, 60s is hot. 59s is hot. 73s are hot. What would you consider, man, today? I definitely would go 660. Expected hits 58. I would use a 58 pair and just go 585. That's like a number. It seemed like they were rocky to sleep on a Sunday. Then you look down here, see the percentage of the numbers of the drawings. Something is on a 30.2. What's that? Some came 63 times. I definitely would use that 63. But when the last time that came? They came on the 10th. That's a few days ago. Let's take it back. Let's take it back and look at some numbers back. This is last year. Already got 110 in a hit frequency. Now, be reminded, this is from last year. These numbers are backed up. These are from last year, but from last year, they still saying that triple ones might come. You got a lot of ones in the pick three. I would go 4 ones in MD. But don't forget our expected number was 58 in 2026, right? So I would take, it's a lot of ones in the beginning. So I would go 158 in MD. I would go 158. Let's see. So it was a lot of ones up front. 159 in MD, 163, 160 in MD. So you never know, MD might get, I would use some of those ones from 2025. I would put them in here with some other double number. 173, of course. That should get you 173. And that's all odd as well. So that's it, man. Leave something in the comment. Well, I guess y'all can, because again, YouTube, the comment section is off. So everybody have a beautiful afternoon, man. And hey, look, man, who's to say that you might just wake up tomorrow and decide that you're not playing numbers no more? Like I said, I was feeling like that Friday or Thursday, and who's to say that this might just be some of our last week playing? You know, you never know. When it's time for you to stop something, man, you can't fight it. You never know. You never know. So and that's a good thing. You know, who wants to just keep spending money? It gets tiresome, but you don't ain't nobody gonna walk up to you and just give you nothing. You can't find ignorant guys like me on the street who joke with people. Hey Slim, what you got your AP? Oh man, you're not gonna find too many people like that on the street. So you got to do something. And Cuz made my day too long. I just hope you're gonna be okay. You want to sing the Future song, Life is Good? You mean to tell me you done walk from this corner to that corner with your wrist in the air? Tomorrow I got an AP, Life is so good, bro. That's not an AP, bro. Don't you know that's not an AP, bro? But you couldn't tell him that. So with that being said, beautiful souls, everybody have a good day until tomorrow.